My name is Enoch Monsa, fourth year student of physiotherapy here in Mawadi University. In this video, we'll be looking at the grammatical representation of data sets in statistics. So we have basically 6 types of presentation of data, which we have the bar diagram, pie diagram or pie chart, we have histogram, frequency polygon, smooth frequency curve, as well as the Ogives or cumulative frequency in other words, as we can see here. So we are going to begin first with the bar diagram. What is a bar diagram? A bar diagram is a representation of data using bars. So for example, we are having this type of display data, which is having countries and the birth rate. So this data can easily be represented on the bar, on the graph, using the bar diagram. So as we can see, we have countries like China here, it is representing 40. We have also UK, which is representing 20, as we can see from the data being given. So the next one now, we are going to look at is the pie diagram or the pie chart. What is a pie chart? A pie chart, it is formulated with a circle which is a 360 degrees or circle. So when we look at the data that we have, yes, when we look at the data we have agriculture and rural development, which is 12%, and irrigation, energy, industry, and on the other hand, we have the data. So this is the form of data we can represent using a 360 circle. As we can see here, we have the IS, which is 27, which is the energy, which is represented in this particular data, using pies. These are called pies. On the other hand, we have also what we are calling now the histogram. So the histogram is one type of data presentation which has it looks like bars. As we can see here, it looks like bars. So as we can see this example, it is having the representation of data using histobars. These are called histobars. As you can see, there are bars which are ascending, and here they are ascending. And from here, it where now we drive what we are calling the frequency polygon. Now, under the frequency polygon, we have the representation of data when data is being presented like this. When the data is being represented, then we have maybe on the more especially we normally use a histogram. On the histogram, you can see this point of the histogram. Then we begin to point and dot the point using the lines. So now, when we use the line, that will lead us to the frequency polygon. So it will form something like this, like a polygon, which you, if you can even shade it. This is what we are calling the frequency polygon. Now, when we do the contrast of the frequency polygon and the smooth polygon, the difference between the frequency polygon and the smooth polygon, as we can see, this is having straight line, which is showing like facets of the polygon itself. So when we look at this, we will find out to say the difference is that the smooth frequency polygon, it has a smooth frequency line. So this type of frequency line, it will show something like this. Imagine this is a histobar, having histobars. So this point, we are going to draw it like this. It will be like in form of a curve. It has a curve-like structure. That is where it differs. Now, last and not the least, we have got the Ogives. Now, this Ogives, which is the cumulative frequency, can be is in 2 types. We have got the less than and method and the more than method. So we are going to look at the example. So for example, the data which has been given, represented, the data which has been given. Yes. So when you look at this data that's being displayed here, these are intervals and this is the number of students. So cumulative frequency, the way we are going to look at it, the way we are going to find it now, we are going to have those numbers, then we are going to come up with the max less than, which is having the upper limit and the lower limit. So this came as a result of subtraction and addition, which gave us, when we plotted both the Ogive, the less than and the more than. So this is the less than Ogive. So when we plotted, it gave us ascending graph. This is a representation of data using the Ogive. Now, last and not the least, we are going to look at the more than. So as we can see, this one, on the other hand, it is ascending, or rather it is ascending to the left direction, or rather it is descending to the right direction, as we can see. which is the modern. So it starts from the bigger number going to the other side. On the other side, the less than was starting from 0 going upwards. So thank you so much for my video, for watching my video. Thank you so much, and